I'm about to do a review. Do a review for you. I said I'm about to do a review. Said do a review. Oh God! Oh sweet mother God! Don't dare! Please, I beg you! I hurt! Random black guy. What up, everybody? Alfie here, aka Random Black Guy, aka Chocolate Face No Makeup, and this is a review for the movie Anna and the Apocalypse. Movies, I love movies. Anna and the Apocalypse is a 2017 Scottish musical horror movie, and this movie is directed by John McPhail and is starring Ella Hunt, Sarah Swire, Paul Kaye, and Christopher Leveaux. And the plot of the movie is that a zombie apocalypse is threatening the little town of Little Haven at Christmas. It's forcing Anna and her friends to fight, survive, and sing. Before watching this movie, I didn't know anything about this movie. I haven't even seen the trailer of this movie. So I came with this movie with a fresh mind. So, did this movie deliver? So let me go through my good, bad, and ugly so I can analyze and dissect this movie. Well, good. The acting is really good in this movie. Especially from Ella Hunt, who is playing Anna. She is awesome in this movie. First of all, everybody's doing a great job because they have to play this movie with a straight face. This movie is the horror and a musical, but at the same time, it's also a comedy. So everybody in the cast is playing with a straight face, and that's what I appreciated with this movie. That even though they was playing with a straight face, they was also a little bit in with the jokes. So they was winking a little bit because they knew what type of movie they were in. So the cast is strong, especially from Ella Hunt. And the next thing I liked about this movie is really fun. It was a couple of times in this movie I laughed out loud. I was crying because it was some scenes, it was just absurd. The first two acts was really fun. Even though the third act was fun, it wasn't up there with the two first acts. In whole, this movie was pretty fun. And another thing that I liked about this movie is that this movie is original. I've never seen a movie that has a zombie genre and a musical matching well. It wasn't 100% done right, but it matched it well. You know, this movie is really original. Even though some songs, I'm going to talk about the songs later, the musical scenes were my forte, I think anything else was pretty good. The zombie elements was really there. And this is really an original movie. This movie has a lot of heart and spirit. Because the director, John McPhail, this is a person who probably really wanted to do this movie. And he had the ambition, and you can see it through this movie, that this director really loves this story and wanted to do something different. This movie has a potential of being a cult classic in a couple of years. I'm telling you, because this movie, you haven't seen a movie like this before. And the last thing I liked about this movie was the horror element and the gore. I think when it came to the horror, aka the zombie elements, it was really strong. It was some couple of scenes that was pretty scary. He did a great job scaring me a little bit. And the gore is awesome. I thought that the zombie kills, I'm going to talk about more about the zombie kills on my bad, but the makeup of the zombie, it looks great. You know, the gore when people die, it looks pretty good. So the zombie elements, they did a great job there. I think that's the strongest point in the movie. The zombie, the horror elements is the strongest point in this movie. So yeah, that was my good. So let me go through my bad. I'm not a fan of musicals at all. Like, I hate musicals. The music in this movie is I'm not gonna lie, it's okay. It's probably good for somebody who's really into musicals, but me, as an anti-musical guy, I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was catchy. I thought it was pretty mediocre, and I thought it was pretty cheesy. So it wasn't my cup of tea. Wanted to like it, but I couldn't, man. I couldn't like the musical. It took me out of the movie. I thought the comedy and the horror was so good. So when they started singing, I was like, no, don't do this. No, 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 no.
No! No! Oh, God! Oh, God!
They are actors and they are singing in this movie, and everybody's singing well, especially Ella Hunt as Anna. Wow, she has a beautiful voice. Everybody sings good in this movie, but it took me out of this movie. I think that if they cut out the musical, if they had like maybe 2 songs in total, I would probably enjoy this movie so much more. And the next thing I did not like with this movie is the zombie kills. Kind of bummed me out that they weren't creative with the zombie kills, because I wanted to see something different when it came to the zombie kills. It was pretty like you've seen it before, so it was pretty typical. That's not the main point of the movie, you know. The main point is this mismatch with the horror and the musical, you know. So I understand that the zombie kill was probably not their main priority, but I wanted especially one awesome zombie kills, and to me it wasn't. And it doesn't suck, but it was pretty like, oh, just give me one, please, give me one. I'm like a fiend who wanted drugs. The drug were the zombie kills. I wanted them to give me one so I could just get my lucky rush, but I didn't. So I can tell you that it was one that was pretty creative. I haven't seen it before, but it was really quick. The last thing I thought was bad with this movie was the ending. I thought the first act was pretty good. It started really, really strong, but something happened by the third act. It dipped. I don't know if they just ran out of the passion juice or something, but it wasn't strong as the first 2 acts. I think the first 2 acts overshadows the third act, because the third act was the weakest one in this movie. And ugly. I have nothing ugly to say about this movie. I think this movie is really entertaining. This movie was so original that I couldn't see anything that was ugly with this movie. So my rating of Anna and the Apocalypse is 2.7 out of 5. Wow. I can see the potential of this movie to become a cult classic in a couple of years. If you have the opportunity to see this movie, I think you should. And if you like musical, you probably scored this movie a lot higher than I did. But 2.7 out of 5. Anyways, guys, that was my review of the movie Anna and the Apocalypse. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to click on the notification bell down below, so every time I upload a new video, you out there will be the first to see it. My name is Alfie, aka Random Black, aka Chocolate Face No Makeup. And that was my review of the movie Anna and the Apocalypse. Till next time, guys, I'm giving you out there. Peace. Random Black Guy.